What is good, everyone? I'm IAnthonyD. It's good to see your beautiful faces. Welcome back to the channel, and we are talking Texas Chain Saw Massacre. In today's video, we'll be going over something that I'm super interested about, and that is the story of Maria Flores. Is she alive or is she dead? We gotta know, dude. This is one of the best stories or lore stories in a horror game that I've seen in a long time, and I'm super excited to dive into it. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to slash that like button, subscribe with notifications set to all, and join the community, dude. We need you. We need you. Okay, so you may be asking yourself, Anthony, she's clearly dead. We saw her at the end of Petals get absolutely sliced like a tomato.
Please, God, is anyone home? Oh, hi there. Help me. Someone is after me.
Poor thing. I can help you, you know.
Help! Help!
Gotcha! Sissy, what the hell are you waiting on? Get to it!
I got this under control.
Help! Help!
Well, it's not true. We see Leatherface's chainsaw come down. We hear her scream in pain. We even see some blood, I believe, but you don't actually see her actually die. So there's always been this question of, is she alive or is she dead? If you tuned into the streams, which I hopefully you do, we stream on YouTube and Twitch, you know that I've been saying for a while now that I think that she'll be alive.
I assure you, if any new information surfaces about your sister, you'll be the first to know. At this point, there's really no need to keep calm.
I think if pulled off correctly, it could be one of the bigger twists possible. So I asked the community, like I'll ask you now. 1, do you think Maria Flores is alive or dead? 2, do you want her to be alive or dead? And if she is alive, how would you like to see Gunn bring her into the game? Before we get into what the community thinks, let's see why we're even talking about this in the first place. And that has to do with Virginia's bio. The newest victim to Texas Chain Saw Massacre has a very interesting bio. Let's break it down. So we know that Virginia went looking for her missing son, Jesse. Her bio goes on to say, Virginia took it upon herself to investigate the property, but instead of finding Jesse, what she discovered was Maria, beaten and tortured, barely clinging to life. As the pair attempted to escape, they were immediately surrounded and captured. Now Virginia finds herself trapped in a different kind of nightmare. So the first thing that comes to mind is this clearly confirms that Maria survived the Petals attack, because Petals is when she initially gets captured. So she would have gotten captured, survived this attack, been beaten and tortured, which is awful, by the way, and then Virginia would find her later on. So the family kept her alive, and for what reason we don't know. They're crazy. Could just be crazy people doing crazy things, but at the very least she was alive, and Virginia found her, and she had to have been in a state where she could run away, at least, because they attempted an escape, which didn't go well. But with them being captured again, it doesn't say that they were immediately killed. Now, it doesn't say that Virginia and Maria find themselves trapped in a different nightmare. It just says Virginia, so that kind of sucks. But if they kept Virginia alive, who's to say that they also kept Maria alive? So let's hear what the community has to think about this. Dead. She's the next victim, remember my word. I would love it. Maria as a family member would be a good twist, like if they made her go insane just like them. Honestly, a Leatherface Maria skin would be wild also. I still think she should become a playable character, even if it is a what if and canonically she dies. Apparently all the victims die in canon, so it wouldn't bother me with her being playable, but as a victim. I want a Leatherface skin wearing her face, but also it'd be pretty cool to see the sisters working together again. Neither. Add her as a Tommy Jarvis type character. They all canonically die anyway. Family kills them all before trying to escape. She's probably alive, since Virginia's bios proves this. And in the game Petals, it doesn't show her dying, just screaming. But Maria being alive isn't what surprises me. What makes me curious is how Virginia's lore will start a new lore. I don't know, screaming and gurgling blood violently sounds like a major lead up to death. She's dead. If you played the Petals preview, you should know this. I think she will be revealed in museum mode. So we have a lot of cool opinions here. Obviously, some people think that she didn't survive Petals. Some people think that she did and she could be a family member. Some people want her to be completely dead and return as a Leatherface masked, which would be absolutely crazy. It reminds me of the remake. Does she go crazy and join the family, fall in love with Johnny or some sort of thing? Or is she another victim who's just shows up in extreme damage, you know, scars and cuts all over her arm, maybe bandaged up, just barely clinging on to life and we could rescue her? Do they add her as some sort of special feature like Tommy Jarvis? Or do we get a reveal and ending to the Maria story in the new museum mode? There's a lot of really cool directions they could go with this, and in my opinion, it's one of the most interesting ways. I absolutely love the story and lore to this game. I think it makes a better TCM movie than a lot of the movies. Someone's got to make it at some point. My personal opinion, I want Virginia to be alive, and I want her, I don't know, family would be really crazy, but I think this story makes the most sense with her being a victim. But as always, I want to know what you think down below. Comment, we can talk about it. If you enjoyed this video, slash that like button and subscribe with notifications set to all. We do have a gameplay series on the channel called Meet the Slaughters. A lot of funny moments in the world of Texas, and I hope to see you over there. That's my kill! Golly, damn, Cook, okay. Until then, remember the rules to survive. Don't do drugs, don't have sex, and oh yeah, don't die.
You gotta have a secret. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. These days, there are certain rules. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. You gotta have a secret.
You can never have sex.
Everybody dies. Everybody dies. These days,
You never drink or do drugs.
everybody dies. Everybody dies. You gotta have a secret.